What's going on, YouTube? JT is reporting here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Superman issue number 39. This one is written by Joshua Williamson with artwork by Dan Mora. So this is the last book I need to catch up on, and I did want to save the best for last because what Joshua Williamson's doing with Superman right now with Superboy-Prime has been my favorite ongoing at DC. That's, as of right now, because, a lot of my other books that I was reading are no longer like in commission, but in terms of the main universe ongoings, like Earth Prime, Superman by Williamson right now has been fantastic, and I'm loving the stuff with Superboy-Prime. So at the end of the last issue, Superboy-Prime got had this whole confrontation with this Manchester Black character, and he was kind of forced into this other reality of sorts and kind of reliving his worst moments. And that's what kind of happens here. He gets jumped from different types of comic book styles and universes, and he's making all sorts of comments on them too. And he gets there's humor sprinkled in throughout this thing. He ends up in the Superman the Animated Series-esque art style, and Manchester Black is there to kind of talk to him, and he wants him to kind of break reality with his punch, but Superboy-Prime refuses to kind of do so, and he ends up in kind of all sorts of edgy comics. He ends up in a romantic one. He's like, I kind of like this thing here, but he's like, wait a minute, I don't know if you're under mind control or some other things, and I'd feel wrong if I was taking advantage of you. And then he gets kind of hit, and then he gets thrown into a horror comic book, and then he gets thrown into a reality where there's no comic books. And I like the different styles. There's one joke at the expense of Tom King. So, oh God, I'm in a 9-panel grid, aren't I? I better keep moving before Tom King gets me. Any jokes thrown at Tom King, I'll enjoy. So even though, they're co-workers, so they can throw in playful ribs in there as well. Like I said, Manchester Black is doing all these sort of things to get Superboy to kind of break reality, but Superboy wants to show that he's changed, and he wants to do things right and prove to Superman that he's a better person. But then he kind of gets caught up in this situation where it seems like he kind of killed all these people without realizing he was actually tricked, and thus breaking reality, causing Manchester Black to become reborn and back with full powers that he never had before, more unstoppable than ever. So what a cliffhanger ending. What fantastic artwork by Dan Mora in terms of colors, all the different styles, paying tributes to the different types of comic books and the fourth wall breaking, and just showcasing all these other fun, crazy ideas into a book that makes sense. Because Manchester Black, they do mention he hasn't really been in much since, it was Action Comics 1050 or something like that, where he kind of, something happened to bring back Superman's secret identity, and now he's kind of back into the main picture once again, and now more powerful than ever in an interesting sort of way that ties into the Superboy-Prime storyline. I'm not sure if that was always going to be the case, but I'm kind of glad it was. I think this is pretty cool, and it has me excited to see what other sort of possibilities they could do with Manchester Black back with all these new powers. And it's been a really fun, entertaining comic book. And Superboy-Prime is really struggling to try and get his whole redemption arc going on there, but he wants to kind of do things right. But with Manchester Black kind of playing with his mind and messing with him, it's all the more complicated and crazy. And I don't know, it's just been very fun. It's been entertaining. The art style's been interesting. The storyline's been cool with the stuff it's doing as well. I've just been really enjoying Superman by Williamson. In fact, I just wanted to kind of be a Superboy-Prime book for a long time, until maybe the concept wears thin a little bit. But lately it's been the most fun I've had reading any of these mainline Prime Earth DC books. So yeah, definitely recommend for me. If you're a Superman fan, or if you're a Superboy-Prime fan, this is definitely one you'll for sure want to check out. And I'm excited to see where the storyline goes from here. So yeah, that's what's up. But anyways, if you have read this comic book, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications, all the other fun stuff. And that's going to wrap it up for the comic book reviews from last week and the week prior. Sorry for the delay once again. Finally had a chance to kind of sit down and read all this stuff and actually be focused on it and try and get things done. So yes, I'm very thankful to be caught up. So it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Just in time for the new books at some point this week. So look forward to all that stuff. But anyways, I will see you all later. Take care now. Bye-bye then. See you all in the next video. Peace out. And yada, yada, blah, 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 bye. See ya.